Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's ready for the weekend. If you're in Chicago, we finally got sunshine. Temperatures are rising. We put that snow, yes, snow that we had this week, hopefully behind us, and move that out until next season and see how things go as we go into spring, hopefully. So thank you for joining us today for Friday's planning video. We do these every week. This month has been financial literacy month. So we're going to continue to do that, give you a little bit more today, and then hopefully again next week before we move out of this month into May. As I record this story today, it is Earth Day. So happy 51st Earth Day. Earth Day and climate, the climate is really driving a lot of investment ideas these days. So if you have any questions on that, keep an eye on our Tuesday video. We'll be dealing with that more so in the Tuesday videos. If you have any questions specifically, just give us a call. I want to share a quick story with you today, how it applies to what we do. There was a doctor once who recently gave a diagnosis to a minor ailment. And the prescription was, take this one pill every day for 90 days. The patient took the pill, followed the directions, took the pill for 90 days. At the end of 90 days, came to the doctor and said, why is this not completely healed? Well, you can imagine what he said. The doctor said, you did this for 90 days. Now you'll need to wait for the next 12 months for this to be completely healed. You can imagine the surprise of the patient. Why do I tell you this? Because investing is not take two of these and call me in the morning kind of thing. It is not it'll be all better in the morning. Investing is more like this story. We're going to evaluate, we're going to develop, and we're going to execute your financial plan, and then we'll revisit it often to be sure that we're on track. By the prescribed time frame, be it time to pay for education, time to retire, or even time to make charitable gifts, we're going to figure out where we've come to and take action again. So I don't want to give you a surprise like the doctor did. We're going to actively address all of your planning needs. They'll change all of the time, and we're going to change with it. What we're going to do is we're going to keep the goals in front of us all the time, and we're always going to measure ourselves up against that goal. We're always going to be able to see how we're doing, but rarely will we be able to just take 90 pills and wait. That's just not how it works. We're in this to reach and surpass your financial goals. It's a contact sport, and it's one we're going to work on constantly. So you may have some short-term goals too. We've been cooped up for over a year now. A lot of people wanted to travel. Many travel plans have been put on hold. I'm in the process right now of working with a lot of you to put together late 2021 or 2022 travel plans. Please let me know if you're looking for short-term goals, because we're going to discuss how it fits in, and we're going to discuss how we're going to do it and how we're going to make it happen. Our plan is to reach all of your goals, long-term and short-term goals. No surprises. But I will tell you, please don't call me after those 90 pills and ask why it's not better. We're in this for the marathon, remember, not the sprint. We spoke the last 2 weeks about the possible tax plans that are in the works in Washington. We're going to keep an eye on those, and we'll stay in touch with those. In the meantime, May 17 is coming up. May 17 is the last day to make our 2020 IRA contributions this year. Now remember, of course, that's changed. It's normally April 15th every year. If you haven't contributed for 2020, or if you haven't maxed out for 2020, let's talk about it. Please be in touch as soon as you can. Again, it's not right for everyone, but it's something we should talk about. I've also mentioned the idea about making monthly contributions to your overall investment plan. This is in addition to your corporate or your individual retirement plans. Please, if you have extra money left over at the end of every month, consider making investments into that plan. So give us a call. Let's talk about that and see if that's right for you. Let's talk about debt for a moment. I've had a lot of recent conversations about debt with interest rates as low as they are. Young people, old people, everyone's talking about this. So I want to link this with a recent student loan conversation that we've been having. A recent Consumer Financial Protection Bureau study found that student loan borrowing of people age 60 and older has climbed by at least 20% between year 2012 and 2017. You can guess what's happening here. The 73% of these loans aren't for the people that are taking them out. They're for children and grandchildren. Now, I would suggest that statistic is not as worrisome as it sounds. It happens, right? We know that that's how a lot of these loans get done. But I'll tell you what, then you hear that there are people that are on Social Security that still have student loan payments. You heard me right. Social Security they're receiving, and they're still making student loan payments. That's a problem. That's not a problem taking or co-signing children or grandchildren's loans. It's a problem because we're not planning on how to pay those back. So again, remember, Taking those loans isn't the problem. If you need to take those loans or want to take those loans, then do that. But let's plan to make sure we know how we're going to get those paid off. Last story about risk. I'm having conversations every day with you about the outlook on the economy and the market. You hear those on our Tuesday calls. As I've been doing this for over 26 years, I'm seeing this again and again and again. Don't mistake a bull market for brains. I'm seeing the same thing happen. Strange as it seems, the higher the market goes, the more confident the investor gets. Make no mistake, risk increases as we are all at all-time highs. It doesn't decrease when we get up at these levels. This doesn't mean we should sell everything. It doesn't mean we should sell anything necessarily, but surprises are our enemy, as we've been talking about. Knowing that the market can pull back 5 to 10% at any given time, it's important. Knowing what to do when that happens, that's what I'm here for. And let's talk about how we're going to do that. Before we go, as I mentioned, April is Financial Literacy Month. May is Military Appreciation Month. I've been honored to have dealt with many of you who have served and worked with many people who have served in the military. Please let me know if you or someone you know, someone close to you has served in the military. I'd like to recognize you all next month. So that's it. Have a great weekend. Please let me know if you have any questions. Let's meet soon to get some of these plans underway. Remember, 2021 is about a quarter over. We have a long way left to go and a lot left to do. So let's get to it. Have a great weekend. Enjoy.